G'day traders, Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. It's Friday, day 3, the closing range on a Thanksgiving holiday week. So first of all, congratulations to a lot of the traders who had fantastic weeks. We had some significant opportunities. Yen cross pairs, we had the euro, we had metals, gold in particular, and silver in the Asian sessions. There were excellent chances for traders to just sit back, relax, take it easy, and still have 5-star scalable opportunities. And one of the things that I want to address is that with a week like this, the US markets were closed on Thursday for the holiday, but other markets are still trading. I talk about this. There's a couple videos on the channel. I'll do another one about holiday weeks. So markets can still trade. And the Asian session, London session, and often what you'll see is some of the markets will actually offer just normal textbook opportunities, depending on what types of setups you're hunting. And then sometimes they can get into the US session and they may have a little stop hunt or a push, and then they go into consolidation. And so traders sometimes forget, or they're not aware that those markets are closed. They trade them. Whenever the US markets are closed, I don't trade. Two reasons. One is that I recognize historically that large moves tend to follow the holiday, or either the following week, or if it's a 3-day weekend, whatever that is. But since Thanksgiving follows on a Thursday, and this is the closing day of the month, the last trading day of the month, it's no surprise that Asia can offer a parabolic opportunity, because that consolidation traps traders in the US markets if they're trading them, whether they're trading currency pairs, whether they're trading metals, indexes. Even though they're not trading, their traders get caught into a really narrow range market, and then we see Asia or the London session explode and take out lower level shorts or higher level longs. But the other reason I take the day off is because it's a holiday. I like to celebrate the US Thanksgiving. I lived in the States for 5 years and I love it. It's one of my favorite holidays of the year. I like to watch the football, but also I don't need to trade every day. And I encourage traders, I keep putting this point home, to step back and target 1 or 2 5-star scalable opportunities. Because if you're getting caught every day trying to just, catch the move and grab the high or catch some pips, you're missing the larger opportunities that are scalable. For example, we had an excellent opportunity. Traders hit the NASDAQ. A couple traders hit the DAX. I really don't trade the DAX a lot. And I had a quick glance at it. I'm looking forward into the new month for markets to give indications of potential 3 or 4 day moves where we can scale into those. And so one trader in particular asked about the dump and pump, and I really wasn't paying attention to that market, and it was a 5-star opportunity. So congratulations, that was an excellent trade. Taking out, I don't know if it's taken out the overall highs yet, but it definitely took out the high from earlier in the month. And it was a great trade. Breakout, pullback, continuation. The NASDAQ, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a nice coil that went down to the low of the day and exploded right at the New York Open. Again, congratulations to the traders who hit that trade. Friday, I like to look for opportunities in Asia, low-hanging fruit explosions on gold. Gold's notorious for either a Thursday or Friday parabolic, often in the Asian session. And I like that because there's no major red news. We didn't have any major red news today in the US session. Which is unusual. We normally have weeks that have consistently major red news, and they use that to trap and shift. And it just requires patience and sitting on your hands. You'll often notice that after the 3-hour window, when there's 10 a.m. major red news, whatever, we'll see a continuation or some sort of reversal trade. So the big thing is it depends on what you're looking for. I've talked about stepping back and really targeting and sizing into some of the higher time frame opportunities, and that was a continuation trade on the NASDAQ. So for traders that took that trade and saw that opportunity, again, congratulations, an excellent trade. I think many traders now are there's traders that are still frustrating. They're looking for little pushes and gaps, and one gentleman today asked about first red day on Euro CAD. So when we see markets that have blown off and the Euro's down, I believe it took out the low of the year. And we're looking at thrusts down. That last thrust with a red day, we're looking for first red days up high. First red day signals up high, and if it's going to keep breaking down, that's the low-hanging fruit. So when we're at the low of the year or near the low of the year, the first red day, now we're at the end of the month, we may see a pop-up and another first red day opportunity that continues to break down. No idea. But first red day down low at the end of the month after taking out the low of the year, those types of things are where traders will get trapped down low. Remember, higher time frames driving the move. Those higher time frames are going to get trapped down low if they are still trading down there. So we're locking in the low of the month. A new month starts on Monday. And don't be surprised if we see some explosive moves on different markets. New month, new timing cycle. I know traders are asking about Asia, London, and those sorts of things. And again, you're narrowing your focus down to really small opportunities sometimes. So remember, a currency or a metal or something, then you might get one or two really textbook perfect opportunities, and the other ones may be harder or more difficult to trade. So stepping back, you got your 5-star, your 3-star, and your 1-star, your nail and bales. And if you want to be trading those all the time, miss out on the larger opportunities that can really scale into and significantly compound your account. They're the ones that I call the 4 Z's: zero stress, zero emotion, zero thinking, and zero management, because they're not coming back. They're scalable. They're driven by higher time frames. We're off in the nail and bales. You got to be really on your game. You need to really know what you're doing, and you need to lock in the profits and not hang around looking for more trades, because often once they make their move, we can see that. I think today we're seeing that on the metals. I haven't looked, but they dropped it down, they pumped it up, and they're probably just going to go sideways. It's the end of the month. We're got a new month starting, and this is where, again, they can consolidate. We can see moves in Asia or London Monday, Tuesday. Being patient. There's so many opportunities. There's so many opportunities. They are the same setups, and if you just get really picky, you don't have to trade all the time and try to catch every move. There are so many opportunities, and there are scalable opportunities. It's the nature of the game. That's the one thing that if I can empower you with before we head into the weekend, nothing changes. It's not my theory. It's not, anybody's theory. It has to move to one side and go to the other and back, or keep going back and forth, because that's the nature of how to trap and shift and get money into the market. And without money going into the market, they can't transfer it from the many to the few. And that is the name of the game, transferring the money from the many to the few. Getting caught into the minutia and pushes and gaps and stops and sweeps and whatever all these things are, just step back and look for 1 or 2 setups, have a little basket. You're going to get you can get a trade every single day, and you can get 2 or 3 scalable opportunities every week. They're there every single week. We have a non-farm payrolls week next week. I'm not sure if we have FOMC. I haven't looked yet, but the same thing starts again. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And we're going to see the same types of opportunities. And remember, if you miss out on something, or you think you miss out on something, it doesn't matter, because it's going to keep happening. So just be patient. Don't blow up any of your capital. Don't do any psychological damage. Learn how to find the best setups each day. And if you can't find the one you're looking for, or you can't find the ideal opportunity, be content to walk away and come back in the next day or the next session. I want to congratulate everybody. It's been a big week for many traders, and a couple of traders I know hit only a couple trades and significantly leveled into them and hit some home runs. So congratulations. And when you see that, when you get into one of those type of opportunities, and you've scaled into a coil or into a reversal, which is a trend trade or whatever, and you just see it continue to move for the entire session or the entire day, and you just see the numbers keep compounding, you realize then the power of a scalable 5-star opportunity, because that's how you really build your trading account to significant levels. And you don't have to worry about catching stuff and grabbing this and hitting that and figuring out every little move on a 1-minute chart and being the genius, because that's the type of stuff that will get you into trouble. And I always repeat this: how are you going to scale that up in size consistently with reproducible results? Very difficult to do. I know there's some geniuses out there that can do it, but I like the easy. I'm looking for the easy layup where the market is going to, whatever, day 1, day 2, day 3, could be a day 2, could be on the backside, like Friday morning, Friday morning in Asia, Thursday night for us, boom, gold explodes. They just a little holiday consolidation, higher highs. There are opportunities every week. And even if you only had one scalable opportunity, that can still significantly compound your account. Some good things coming, opportunities in leveraged markets. If you really nail things down and get your routine and your process and your mindset and your behavior on track and master yourself, master the behavior of the trader. The setups, rinse and repeat. You can pick one or two little simple setups and don't do anything else. And that is still enough to significantly grow. Once that hits the snowball phase, you can't slow it down. And all of a sudden, the damage that's been done, you've quadrupled or 10 times that. And now you're back on track. So the behavior of the trader is always paramount over everything else. If you get control of yourself, if you get control of your routine, the daily watch list that you put together, the types of setups that you're hunting, not just, hey, it's at the high and that's at the low and I'm trying to catch it today. The opportunities where you can really scale your account up, the 3-day setups, the day zero opportunities, you know, the parabolic coils that explode, the monkey hammers, those don't come back. And those are opportunities that can, one trader asked a great question. How do how can the market handle any size and this and that? The market can handle any size. And Stephen, we talked about this as well. It can handle any size whether you win or lose. It can handle any size whether you win or lose. So why not focus on winning setups instead of trying to trade the market? Get setups that you do the same setup over and over and over again and scale it up in size. Rinse and repeat, scale it up in size. Like Stephen says, round kick, round kick, round kick. Nobody can stop that. And the market can handle any size. So focus on the opportunities that are going to be the ACBs that can handle any size. And even these little 1-minute scalps can handle any size. But how do you want to trade? Can you hold on to that with any size? That's the types of that's the sort of questions that I put to myself. What are the opportunities that I can put any size onto that are zero stress, zero thinking, zero emotion, and zero management? Those are the trades that can put any size into. Because when you get it up to size and you keep sizing it in and it just keeps exploding and going, why wouldn't you want to just trade those instead of these little science projects? Where if you put size into that, let me assure you, you'll get shaken out big time, or you'll get stopped out, or your risk to reward is 2 to 1. Okay, so you're sitting there hoping that it gets to your profit target before you have a breakdown. What kind of life is that? What kind of life do you want to have as a trader? What type of environment, workspace, routine? You know, like I always use Paul Tudor Jones' quote, make trading a pursuit of pleasure. And I always throw this one in, make it a pursuit of pleasure and a highly profitable one. So on that note, have a great weekend, traders. Congratulations. Love you. Have a great weekend. And may the markets go with you.